With the Snyder Cut being the most anticipated movie of all time, there are going to be plenty of scenes in this movie that I am stoked for, so excited to see. But I'm going to analyze one scene that I think is going to be very cool, and that involves Cyborg.
You know what? I think they should make a sequel to this movie someday. That would be amazing. That would really be something else.
What the hell is it, Calvin?
Yeah, I want to know what happens to these guys.
We can go straight to Key Red.
I mean, don't they eventually...
He is hot.
He is hot. Redbirds are armed to deploy, sir.
I don't know.
Fire at will.
3, 2, 1.
Form some...
What's going on, my DC fans? Welcome back to another episode. Hey everybody, and let's just jump right into the video. Yes, the Snyder Cut. We're always talking about the Snyder Cut. Why do I always talk about the Snyder Cut? Because again, it's my most anticipated movie of all time. We're talking Justice League. We're talking Zack Snyder. We're talking about a movie that's already finished. That's why we fight for this. It literally is on the shelves, and we're just waiting and waiting for this movie to be released. This isn't a pipe dream. This is real. But anyway, there are plenty of scenes in this movie that I am excited for. I mean, I'm excited for the whole movie. But you're talking about the history lesson. You're talking about Star Labs. You're talking about the final battle. You're talking about the battle between Superman and maybe the Justice League again. You're talking about Green Lantern. You're talking about Martian Manhunter. It just goes on and on and on. It's a 3.5-hour movie. This movie is loaded. But I am going to analyze one scene, and it more or less more recently came to me, and this is a Cyborg scene. Okay, in the Joss Whedon cut of Justice League, there really wasn't, like, Cyborg was in the movie, but it was like he wasn't even there. Listening to Zach talk, he talks about how Cyborg is the heart of the movie. So there's going to be a lot more Cyborg in the Snyder Cut. But again, in the Whedon cut, there wasn't really much of him, especially fighting. You really didn't see him like fight that much or do much of anything, honestly. So this all goes to photos that Zach has posted on Vero. And you can see that the Justice League is in Star Labs. Now, you never see the Justice League in Star Labs in the Joss Whedon version of the movie. You never see that. So you see there's plenty of photos that Zach, and if you don't believe me, go to Zach's Vero, and there's plenty of photos of all of the Justice League in Star Labs. So something is going on there. And there's a photo where you see Victor Stone is dying. He's like, he looks like it's almost like Dr. Manhattan from Watchmen. He's like blowing up. And then there's another picture you see Cyborg is crying. He's upset because his dad just died. But how did that happen? And there's another photo where you see Steppenwolf holding the mother box. And then from a different angle, you see it's behind Steppenwolf. And you can see Cyborg is on one knee crying. And then it hit me, and I was like, wait a second. Cyborg's about to go ham on Steppenwolf. And it blows my mind because I think Cyborg and Steppenwolf are going to have a fight scene in Star Labs. And I'm not just talking about boom, one shot, Steppenwolf is gone. I believe that those two are going to go at it, and some shit's going to happen. And I am really looking forward to that. And this just goes back to how huge this movie is, how dynamic this movie is, and how it's loaded with so much. Again, you're going from a 2-hour movie to a 3.5-hour movie. And Cyborg being the heart of the story, losing his dad in the Snyder Cut, he's going to go off. Because at that point, he lost both of his parents. He loses his mother before he becomes, or actually, no. He loses his mother, and that's why he becomes Cyborg. And then moments later, he loses his dad, and now he has no one. So you know at that moment, he is going to do anything in his power to defeat Steppenwolf, and it doesn't matter. He's not holding back. And it's going to be madness, and I want to see it so bad. And this is just, again, one of the many scenes that I want to see in this movie. The whole movie is going to be filled with amazing, amazing work by Zack Snyder. And just, again, look at Man of Steel. Look at BVS. Go back and watch the commentary that was done by Zack Snyder. The amount of levels that he has to these movies is insane. You know, they say that Zack is kind of like a Michael Bay almost. It's just all just CGI destruction, and his stories are horrible. That is not true at all. His stories have depth, and Chris Terrio did an amazing job with this script. And you can, well, the BVS script, and you can even hear that from Jesse Eisenberg talking about the script. He was like, it was one of the craziest scripts I've ever read. I mean, it was just so, it was so filled with just it was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. And like Chris Terrio was writing on Justice League, and he even said that he was going to come out eventually and talk about the movie. And maybe he's waiting for the release. Maybe he's waiting for the announcement before he starts chirping like a bird. And he's another one I can't wait to hear him speak about what really happened behind the scenes. But yes, again, guys, that is my analysis. Cyborg is going to be a huge character in this Snyder Cut. And I'm not really a big Cyborg fan. I really wasn't. But if you show Cyborg unleashed like this, you show him fighting and you give him more heart and you really unravel his story, then I'm all in for that. You know, this is why I love Justice League. I love every single character. Every single one I can get down with. Another reason why I'm a big DC fan. So anyway, guys, that's the video. And thanks for watching. And please subscribe because it helps me in return. I can help you. And as always, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, new content's coming to you from Subjective Reviews. And thank you for watching.